St. Clair County RESA presents Dateline Schools, hosted by Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're talking about the backpack giveaway. It's an annual event that takes place to help get our kids ready for the start of the brand new school year. And my guest all this week is one of the ladies who helped put this thing together way back in 2003, Juanita Gittings. And Juanita, how did this whole thing get started anyway?
It got started with a couple people, as just about how everything gets started. A couple people talking about what they perceived as a problem or an issue and trying to figure out what can you do about it. And what we talked about was a conversation about why do we wait to help kids when they fail? Why don't we do something to help them be successful? And it really came from an educator, the former Algonac superintendent of schools. And we thought, well, what can we do? You know, there's a limited number of resources available, and there were only a couple of us to start with, although it's expanded, thank heaven. But we talked about, let's have a great day in school, like how excited, you know, I was always lucky in life, excited to go to school and so on. And we talked about that, and we talked about what could we do, and we thought backpacks, you know, school supplies, the kind of things that kids don't have. And we all know that, God love them, but children do notice when people are different. And so as a consequence, if you're different, you don't have that new stuff. You don't have like a new backpack. You have an old used school supplies and so on. People can take that as a negative. So as a consequence, that's how we got into it.
I know I mentioned at the beginning that you've been doing this since 2003, so we're in the 15th year. Has things changed much since you started?
The children haven't, only the faces, the enthusiasm, that drive you crazy sometimes. The parents are extraordinarily grateful. I mean, you get an occasional individual that, you know, needs a lesson in courtesy, but really for the most part, people are just marvelous. The enthusiasm of the volunteers, this is one of the areas where we really don't have to pound the bushes too much for volunteers. And we've got volunteers, they've been there every year for 15 years. So it's really been pretty amazing. Everybody feels very positive about it. It's a positive day. You're tired, you're pooped, but it's a good kind of tired. So really, I think we've seen nothing but positives out of it. Now, we've tweaked it around the edges to make it more doable for the community and also to make it more relevant for the children. But it's pretty much the same.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.